So hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. And if you are not a subscriber, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We gotta help our black girls out here, okay? Get that algorithm going. Leave me a heart, even if you don't say nothing much to me. But yeah, let's get into it. So like I said, story time. Let's get into it. This is the last of some stuff, so don't judge me, cause I be smoking. But yeah. Anyways, so this is going to be a story time about how my best friend tried to get me to have a threesome with her and her dude. Oh my goodness. This is so weird because I had somebody that I used to be cool with who had told me, like, I'm a real, like, honest person, and I used to be at a point, like, where I didn't mind, like, telling people stuff, and then people would be looking at me like, girl, why aren't you telling them all your business? Like, these people don't need to know that. And I'd be like, well, I'm just being open and I'm just being transparent. Because I feel like if you're going to be my friend or if you're going to be my significant other, then you should be very transparent with me. Am I right? Or am I right? But clearly, a lot of people that I've come in contact with are a bunch of liars. So, yeah. But, anyways. So, I had a best friend, and I will call her Nene Applebaum because that is my nickname for her. And I can call her that without exposing who she really is. If we ever get cool again, she'll definitely probably see this video, and we'll definitely probably have a conversation. And we'll just go from there. Okay, so yeah, Nene Applebaum, best friend, and she freaking, like, we were cool, we were tight, and it was like rocky in the beginning because she used to be kind of like feeling herself and like smelling herself, and it's like, ugh. It used to kind of piss me off, like, because you could tell, like, the difference between, like, you could tell the difference between somebody who had it and somebody, like, who, like, trying to, like, not to say that my best friend, like, her family didn't care about her. They didn't do, like, the best they could. But, like, I came from a certain type of family, and, like, I knew her family. Like, so it was like, you ain't got to act that way with me. Like, girl, come on. We're just friends. Stop it. But anyways. So, like, me and my best friend, we known each other since 2006. I will always say sheer friends, to be quite honest, because friends, they, like, go through things. And this time, I don't really feel like we're going through nothing. I just feel like she's disrespected, like, my boundaries, you know? If you know what I'm talking about, then comment down below. But I loves her, like, this is my road dog, and the reason why she my road dog is because she was, like, I ain't gonna say she was the first, but there have not been many, like, in my whole entire life. Like, it's big when you have, like, a friend, and quote me if I'm wrong and let me know down in the comments, but it's big if you find a friend, you know, y'all didn't really grow up together, y'all ain't been around each other that long, you know, like, it's just, it's really real, and it's really hard to find somebody where if you get into a physical altercation when they're not, even if they are your family, but when they're not your family, and they literally jump in behind you and have your back 110%. Like, that is fucking big. Like, I'm not gonna even lie about that. That is big. And shout out to her, because even though I have siblings, like, at that time, like, my family was not very, like, close or anything like that. So if something would have happened to me, I would have really got beat the fuck up. Like, okay? Beat the fuck. I would have got jumps. I beat the first girl up, but she had the other one, and then we had them together. But anyway, so me and my best friend, we had one of those relationships, like, I feel anybody should have with their best friend. Like, if we don't talk for a while, if we don't, like, see each other, when we do see each other, we gonna link up like kid and play, like nothing never happened, okay? Period. But it was one of those type of situations. I had linked back up with her a couple of years later because I had not been around, or at least not like where she was. I was near her sometimes, but I wasn't really around her. So after living in Las Vegas and Texas, like some things had changed about me, and I had grew a certain type of way, and I guess that growth just had some people like, damn. But I just feel like, you know, if you got a significant other or whatever, it's okay for you guys to dibble and dabble and do whatever you want to do, but you don't eat where you shit, if you get what I'm saying. So it was one of these type of situations. And, you know, I'm now today, like, I'm really leery about telling certain people about certain things that I have going on in my life or things that I've done, because I don't want that person to feel like it's okay for them to ask or invite themselves or something of that nature into my life in certain type of ways. It's like, I'm just venting and I'm just telling you something. Don't take it as nothing more than that. That's just it. But when I had moved back, I was like basically, or the first time I had moved back from Arizona, which was like 2009, late 2009. I ain't even stay in school that long. But the first time I had moved back, things were so crazy for me because I was living with like all my family members, like really on some pillow to pillow, pillow to pillow, pillow to pillow type stuff. And stuff was like hard for me. But you know, I was making do with whatever, and I'm gonna end up turning this to another story time. But yeah. So basically, me and my best friend, me and my best friend, like, we were chilling or whatever, like hanging out and everything. And we were like catching up on like how had life been and things like that. And I was kind of embarrassed to tell her, like, or I won't say embarrassed. I was just like, I was more so, I guess, embarrassed and ashamed, like, to tell her, because I knew how her mother was about stuff like that. And I remember like how we used to talk to each other. So I definitely felt out of character with telling her that, or telling her what I was going to tell her. But I'm like, this is my best friend, and I really want to be honest with her and let her know like what's been going on in my life, like, and why I'm being a certain type of way. So I had told her, like, yeah, I dated this girl or whatever named Nene, and I was really in love with her, and, you know, things of that nature. And I didn't break down, but, you know, people, they kind of assume and fill in the blanks like, oh, well, you know, they probably did this and they probably did that. But it wasn't that case. Me and Nene, we were more so connected on a spiritual level, but we didn't really work out because I was like scared to have sex with her. So, whatever. But like, I had broke down. I had told my best friend about that, and man, like, I regretted it later because let me tell y'all. We were like, so we had that conversation. I told her that everything was cool, okay? Everything was cool. And then afterwards, like, I want to say, like, I want to put it in a time frame so you guys can get it. So we probably had that conversation, like, around the end of August, beginning of September. Then during the ending of September, like, one day, we on the phone again. I'm leaving from work, and we having one of those old deep conversations. And she's telling me some things that she's done. You know, she's confessing herself to me and everything. But then she hits me with the hammer on the damn head. But So she's breaking herself down to me, and she decides to ask me, like, yeah, can you have a threesome with me and my dude? And I'm like, what? Can I do what? Like, so I instantly know where it came from, and it instantly dawns on me, like, I probably should have never told her that, because I'm not sure how she became comfortable to ask me such a question. Like, where do you get off asking me a question like that? I've known you, for quite some time, like, and when you know somebody, I'm gonna tell you, like, a threesome is not the best thing, because it's just not gonna work. But she asked me, and immediately I told her, like, no, like, bitch, you like a sister to me. Like, what? Yeah. I could never. Yeah. So she was like, she took it like, okay. And me personally, I'm thinking, like, that's the end of it. Like, I'm not going to have to hear anything else about this. But again, like, we continue to talk, but we don't talk as much. But she does end up calling me to invite me to her boyfriend's birthday party. So I am excited, because I'm like, heck yeah, girl, I want to go. I want to be down with the clique. Look at, because I know, like, my best friend, like, they were having fun. Like, they were actually doing stuff that my other friends, like, I couldn't really do with them, because they was doing stupid shit. So anyways, like, it's like, I want to say it's like a couple of weeks before his birthday. And she calls me one day out of the blue. Like, I had called her earlier that day. Like, I remember this because I was trying to get in contact with her to tell her, like, yeah, I'm free today. I want to see you, yada, 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 because we was always trying to link up. But she might be working, I might be working. So this was going to be that day. And it turned into something completely different. But, anyways, like, oh, yeah, y'all. The Russian cream. I love these. Backwoods, sponsor me. I'll roll you. But anyways, so she calls me. We're talking. We're having a conversation, and she gives it like a good 30 minutes. And as we're talking, she's like, Wes want to ask you something. And as soon as she said it, I'm like, what? To myself. But then I instantly, like, lights, camera, action, bitch. I pop out like, what he got to ask me? He ain't got nothing to ask me, because, and I was just like fussing. And they end up hanging up on me like, bloop. All I heard was boop, 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 boop. So I was like, okay, I didn't text her. I didn't say nothing to her, but she still held on to it, because I'm pretty easygoing, and I don't get caught up in all that. Like, I know, I was fussing. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. But I feel like if you don't want to hear that shit, don't ask me that shit. Period, bitch. Period. But I end up going to, like, the birthday party or whatever. Like, and when I go to the birthday party, like, I'm like, I'm having the time of my life, and I make sure that no matter where I go, but it's all still like the same vibes. And I'm just kind of curious, like, like, why y'all wouldn't have a threesome with me? We had a whole nother friend. Why didn't you ask Jocelyn? Why didn't you ask her? She might want to do it. Of all people, why would you ask me? Why did you feel like, what did I do to make you feel comfortable enough to ask me that? Because hell no. Hell no. We ain't about to do that. It's weird.